Okay.
All right. So what about the market house thing? Because we already talked to the arts council lady.
Arts council lady.
You're talking about Cool Springs.
The
Cool
Bianca
Springs.
lady.
You talked to her, okay?
She's talking about y'all gonna paint Black Lives Do Matter down there.
Yes.
So what's gonna be the systematic change to go with that?
The what?
The systematic.
change.
Like what actual policies are going to be changing to
So
show that everybody
what happened within our
cares?
resolution? What happened within our resolution
We don't want to have to go lay down
Hey,
that
how you
street
doing?
until they can't paint. We don't want to have to go down that street down there.
I don't like people rolling behind.
Yeah.
So we still out here, y'all. We have a representative from the city council.
Hey, rule number one. Yeah, we got you. Yeah.
So basically, the mayor is setting up 2 committees, right?
Okay.
And I can
Hold on.
And I can post this on social media. The mayor is setting up 2 committees.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just getting a little irritated.
Speak your mind, man.
Yeah, go.
And that's why we out here. That's why we out here.
Is that Mr. Davis?
Yeah.
I got some messages about him.
So the mayor is setting up 2 committees. One's gonna be like internal to really focus on policy and that whole systematic
Okay.
piece. And then the external is gonna be like the community.
Can we ask you a question, Mayor?
Okay.
That can be the community involvement that's gonna transition into.
How you doing?
I'm actually talking about.
Okay, so he.
Mayor, I'm actually talking about your 2 committees. And so if you want to give detail to that, you can.
How you doing, Mr. Mitch Coven?
Wait out here.
Yeah, well, no.
Yeah, well,
I got the bunny on my toe right now.
So, but before you answer that question, I have a quick question because we were kind of wondering. So the 3 pastors got to come in and speak on the market house. We get the whole Fayetteville can't get in there. But what can we do to try to get 3 more people in there to talk on things like that, especially because of the COVID-19?
Yeah, on our next meeting, their organization submitted a request to
Okay.
come during the announcement session.
Okay.
So that's when we read, correspondence, and this time we had 3 resolutions. So
Okay.
I would say for the announcement session, if
Okay.
we don't have a public hearing, that was a public forum. That's the other part.
Okay.
See, we always at least one meeting of the month have a public forum where people can come up and say whatever you want to say about what
Gotcha.
topic. So public forum or the announcement.
Okay. So do you believe that painting Black Lives Do Matter around the market house is going to somewhat ease the tension that's surrounding the market house?
No, I don't think even painting Black Lives Matter verbatim will ease the tension around it.
Okay.
I think we're going to have an adult conversation about what the market house means to everybody.
Okay.
And what the future of it is as a whole. And so I think that's been a kind of a elephant in the room
Okay.
at this point.
Okay.
We're at a point in our country that you got to confront things like this.
Okay. Now, my last question, I'm going to let somebody else take over. Where do you stand right now on the citizen review board for the police department? Because I do think that's something that we definitely need.
Yeah. So I supported the review board in 13 and 14 when it came up.
Okay.
But I know, and like I tried to explain to Faye Pack,
Okay.
is that without the legislator doing something, it's just a name in name only.
Okay.
And so we can advocate with you to help get the law changed, but it's got to happen at the state level.
Okay. So you're saying it's somewhat of an issue above your pay grade in a sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we just don't control what North Carolina says. And
Okay.
what North Carolina says to this point, even cities that have review boards, is that they can't get access to personnel files, body cams. I mean, so it's really just in name only.
Okay.
Much until the legislature.
I'm sorry. One last question. Somebody just said, is there a reason why you haven't been? You were at the protest on that one protest that Keem led up until Cross Creek Mall. So is there a reason why you haven't been attending more protests that went down? Because truthfully, if I may be completely honest with you, Ms. Coven, a lot of more people want to hear from you. They want to hear, what exactly you have to say on these specific topics. So is there a reason why you haven't been in attendance? Now, the chief of police has been. I'll give her that 110%. So what do we have to do to see more of our mayor?
I try to make what I can. I've
Okay.
attended more than that.
Okay.
I don't need to be the focal point of every one of them.
Okay,
And
I agree.
Keem I reached out to him before that.
Okay.
Said, hey man, come address the crowd. I took him up on that offer. I also came back down to Hay Street on the same night. I went to the one that Truvine had, but this is for you all to voice your opinion.
Okay.
You've got my ears.
I agree.
And I will address it, but I don't need the news story coming out being that the mayor said, I need you guys to say, this is what we are saying to the mayor and other council members. So
And
I'm making as many as I can, but I can't promise.
I appreciate that. Just had that question.
Thank you so much.
Like this, me personally, I'm squat because I've been like literally marched on Washington last night. Like my legs hurt. So, but like my thing is, man, we just want to see real systematic change. Because that's what they. When I went to Washington, they're not talking about police. They don't care about. They want a change. They want really inclusion. I apologize. They want inclusion, and that's what we want to feel like. We're included in that. We the people. Like we're the people, and that's all we want is inclusion and transparency. And a lot of people feel like they don't know what's going on. Like a lot of people out here just still have no idea. Like we had to sit here to make sure we ask these questions because we stuck. We don't know what's going on. And that's the big thing. That's why another thing that people like, why was Zion not in there to speak for our age group? Because we feel like we're not being represented. Yeah, we have a younger council, but we need to somebody that's out here in the streets, that's with us.
So what you have to do is, you know, of course, to run those meetings orderly, you got.
Yeah, I know. I've been in. You know, I've been in there.
And say, hey, I want to come speak on behalf of.
The pastors. He's a pastor. He's a pastor too. He was in that same group of pastors.
Well, same thing. They submitted that request, and I gave them that form. I didn't grind in.
So okay, where's the forms located so we can submit forms?
So all he has to do is just submit something to the clerk.
Okay.
The clerk will get with me, and I'll get it.
Can you send me that as well?
That's how that works.
Okay.
Let me say this. Keem said something that's real important about this.
Okay.
There is, you know, if you notice my comments in the paper was, I want us to live Black Lives Matter, which means that you got to change the process.
Okay.
Like anything else that we do short of that is just checking the box just to say we did something.
Okay.
Right? But when you go over there and you actually look at how the police operate, right? For the most part, we got a good police department. But what when all the good people leave, the good council members leave, the mayor leave, if the system ain't right, then it could go wrong.
Okay.
And so that's what we talked about tonight is that how do we make the system better than what it is?
Okay.
You know, so I brought 8 can't wait. You know, there was some reluctancy about that, and unfortunately, a lot of good ideas get lost in bad politics.
I agree.
Just like the Black Lives Matter, instead of them taking the concept of what it became, is this a Republican, Democrat talking point?
Okay.
Is 8 can't wait a talking point versus the things that are in those things. So I think that, you know, we're just like any other body. We got to maneuver through the politics.
Exactly. Can I speak?
Ask a quick question.
Hey.
So as a citizen, business owner, person that is, you know, downtown Fayetteville, want to be here, choosing to be here, what would you say is the best way that people within our community can help with policy change outside of voting? Because I'm going to vote. I will continue to vote. And
I'm weaponizing my vote.
you know, how can we help with these actual
I recognize that you stood up for your rights.
What can we do?
Part of what I think we do is I think we have to have I appoint task force for different specific purposes. I think we got to have more citizen groups at the table when the council members to explain it from the citizen perspective. To say, hey, from a citizen perspective, you may not see this. And I think that, to me, we wrap your opinion into the process. That's what I would recommend.
Not to do this, not to do that, and move on. I would have had to make a choice at that moment. That choice would have been one or two things.
See y'all.
Peaceful protest. Arrest me and I'll go.
This weekend? Oh yeah, he was with me. Oh wow. Straight up, no cap. He ain't capping.
Working with your
Hey, bro.
official,
Hey, Keem. Hey, yeah.
working with your direct elected official and realizing you have more than one elected official.
Okay.
And holding them accountable too.
Okay.
So what I would love to see from my constituency base with downtown district as well, this is what we do, this is what we need to happen, this is how we envision it happening. So if I was a resident in District 2, Councilman Ingram, this is what's happening.
And then when the law says, well, I understand your
with
protest,
systematic
but you
racism. This is what I've noticed. This is what I think can happen.
You have the right to do that.
Okay, let's sit down at the table. Let's look at City of Fayetteville policies. I can tell you what City of Fayetteville does. And then we can say, this is why I think we can hear it. And we probably might come into a barrier, and that barrier may be hire our next elected official. And so what we would then do together is we go to our state and house representatives. And that's how you work to work against that. And what I love to see more than anything is talk to people around. Talk to people in Durham, because like you, legalizing wearing marijuana, that's one thing you contacted me about. You can't, like, Fayetteville, yes, but you're gonna have to tie all those other municipalities together to say, okay, our citizens are saying this, let's take it to the head. And so we just have to identify. There's something I'm working on that I think I'm gonna get it.
Okay.
But we really have to start identifying who our elected officials are, holding them accountable, and realizing we have more than one elected.
That was about to be my question. A lot of people ask, how do they find out who they are for their district, whatever? How can that information be found out? Because they really don't know.
Google search.
Okay.
It's a website. Yeah, it's a website. So your voter registration. And if you're a first-time voter registration, it'll confuse you. So for like people that vote for District 2 or vote for like city council, it says ward.
Okay.
Nobody, and people will go to the polls looking for district so-and-so, but they actually need to be looking for the ward. There are a few links that I can send you.
Okay.
The county has a great site that shows you your other elected officials, including them, and then City of Fayetteville, you put your address in, and it'll also show you who
It would be a great live.
Yeah.
Sharing that information.
See, that's what I was about to ask, because he still didn't answer the question the way I needed it to be answered. So I'm gonna ask you that question, because somebody just said it on the live. What do you believe that painting around the market house is going to do? Is that its first step? Do you believe?
Okay. So let me put it to you like this. Let me put it to you like this.
Okay.
So the question is what do you believe art is going to be painting around it? I went to Savannah College of Art and Design, so that's an art school.
Okay.
I outside of all this, I'm an artist.
Okay.
So people don't realize and understand that art is a form of expression.
Okay.
People who don't necessarily understand policy. That mural means the world to them. That mural of George Floyd means more to them than anything.
Okay.
Anybody can go down there and just stand and look at it and say, this, I feel attached to this, I feel a little hope. Not to say that it's going to actually do anything, because it technically doesn't change the policy, it doesn't do anything. But there is a demographic that does pull from that and helps them get through this. It helps me get through this. I am an artist. It does help people come together to realize the bigger picture. So somebody that is that's more not necessarily applied to policy, they're looking at it and saying, you know what, I'm going to go write my elected official a letter.
Okay.
That's another piece of making change. Writing a letter. We got pounded with emails about Black Lives Do Matter. And what happened?
We got it.
It happened.
So the conversation is not over with the market house, correct?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And if y'all want to see a public forum happen, I have requested it of the mayor, and I can post that email conversation on Facebook. I have requested that of the mayor. It somewhat got denied, but if the citizens want it, and I was speaking to be a voice of the citizens, if the citizens truly want it, then I'll have them back me up and say mayor.
Because I feel like so many times do people see my face, they see Keem, they see Ryan, and although we like to speak for the people, you get what I'm saying, we definitely want the people that we're speaking for to speak as well.
I'm gonna tell you this. So I hopped out of my meeting, and when it dawned on me what happened, I jumped up and I walked out because I saw the three pastors come in. And I'm telling you,
if I'm in my backyard,
he said he was outside. I said,
we going out, you about to hurt my kids.
And I went to ask the pastors. I said, hey, why are these
fighting for his life. She's fighting for her life.
And he was like, no, why?
A rock, a
and I
paper
said,
airplane,
well,
whatever it takes to go home at night.
he's
And if
he's
you
a
know you're married to a law enforcement
generation,
person,
and he's a pastor.
no,
And
it's
so,
just not.
kind of why
It's life or
would he
death.
not? And
So
the
if life or
question I
death
was
is,
posing, we're here to talk about racism, and you're asking me about age. And I said, with all due respect, me being in the position that I am, people look for that.
She's a city councilwoman.
That's what makes them feel good. That's what makes them feel heard. That's what makes them feel like they have a seat at that table. If their generation is at that table. Because if we have noticed, there are strong generational bridges. And if I don't see somebody that looks like me, or not necessarily look like me, but can kind of resonate to my struggle and what I'm going through right here in this generation that I am, I might not feel like I need to be in that space. And so being in the position I am, I got up and I said, listen, where's Ryan? I know he's been in the conversation, I know, but to see him present, I know that would have meant the world to the younger individuals that are in my age group.
it has not happened here. You're trying to address something that's not occurred.
It puts like this.
Did you guys watch the meeting tonight?
My thing with Ryan, I feel like this, because you know how I am. I don't care to either.
I'm really trying to separate from them so this message isn't, deterred.
I don't care to have it. You know me, I don't do all the loud talking and all this. I'd rather call you. I don't even do the camera. I'd rather call you. I'd rather hit you on the line like, yo, this was going on. You know what I'm saying?
The solution is
And my thing is this here. If that
You said Rashard Brooks' problem is not our problem.
What?
That's what he just said.
He said what?
Rashard Brooks' problem is not our problem because it happened in Georgia. That doesn't affect us. That's exactly what he just said.
I would say one thing.
You guys haven't pointed out anything that's
So if we want to be part of the oversight committee or reason to support change, how do we start with you guys start talking about it?
I'm about to say, do you have cards? Thank you. Because you have people's attention on this live, and I definitely do not want to lose that. I want to pass that information. And I appreciate all you guys. You see, people are out here asking these questions. I appreciate you all standing out here because we need this. And I want to let you know, I hate to black men or just men in general. I like to see a young woman in charge and getting these answers as well. So I definitely do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. And just you taking the time to answer these questions and just have this communication with us. That works for me.
You know I got your phone number already. I look at it like this. My thing is this. My thing is this.
Are they all the same?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Oh, okay, great.
One more question.
Get up if you probably ready. So if I understand correctly, you guys are going on like a mom break.
Yeah, July, but I'm still doing
And so how do you address the concern that break is going to be used to allow people time to cool down and forget about it and all this?
No, I don't think it's necessary that I don't think anybody should forget about it. And like I said, I'm working on some stuff to make sure that we keep this moving. I think our duties, I stated in my post, the revolution will now be televised, and I meant that. And I'm not concerned about re-election. I'm concerned about right now and keeping our generation's future open. And so that's what it has to be about. This 2020 has been a hard fight, and we just gotta have to take it how it can. But July will be I'm still gonna be
right now. And you talking about them there. That's the problem. You have me in front of your face.
So
you talking about another.
Yes, I am.
So anybody that would like to reach out to me, my name is Shaquilla Ingram. I do have a council page. It's Councilwoman Shaquilla Ingram, and my number is 910-973-0256. That is 910-973-0256. I represent the city of Fayetteville, City Council District 2. And I really look forward to hearing from you. I truly
So you can't even. So even if we did 50 people.
Hey, you guys, I'm standing here and I'm telling y'all, she's one of the few that stayed and answered these questions. I got her contact card. Listen, she gave y'all a way to reach out to her. Please do that. Let's not let these conversations die down. Let me tell y'all, we all about change. We making this happen. She stayed out here please, pretty please follow her. I'm going to go to her page. I'm going to get that form. I want to be in the next city council meeting. I need to know and I need answers to y'all question. I'm telling y'all, get in my inbox, do whatever y'all need to do. I got y'all. And as to the crowd that y'all are in reference to, it's this crowd right here. It's not the people. It's the city official that's talking. You get what I'm saying? The things that he's saying is kind of getting to the citizens because he's not answering the questions that he should answer. So let me tell y'all something. The reason why I stayed out here and I didn't leave when the crowd left when it started raining is because we have to let them know rain ain't gonna stop us. You get what I'm saying? We need to let them know that ain't gonna stop us. We stood out here, we brought our cars to the city hall and we parked and we waited for them to come out. We waited for them to come out. Listen, what I need y'all to do is I need y'all to share this live. How she just gave out her information, people need that. Share this live, tag people, do whatever they need to so they know that they got somebody standing on their side. You get what I'm saying? She can't change everything. She cannot. But what I can tell y'all is we got somebody on our side. We got somebody positive on our side. So let's work with that. If y'all have to flood her inbox, let's work with that. Because she is a small voice that can go a long way. Come on, y'all. Listen, back me up on this. I'm telling y'all, we can do this. I'm going to do this. I'm not going to stop. Y'all see me. I'm everywhere. People literally tell me, do you rest? I can't rest until my city get what they want. I can't rest until my city is free for my little brothers and sisters to walk down the street. Get on the same page with me, y'all. We not stopping. We not. Hey, much love to you guys. I'm still here. I'm not leaving till everybody else leave. We here. Learn your city council representative on both Fayetteville and county level. I agree. I definitely agree. I 110% agree. And that's why I'm here. I'm going to make sure people know what they need to know. I'm going to make sure these tough questions get answered. Listen, that's why I need to share this live because the mayor talked, city council talked. We heard from the people that we need to hear from. Y'all heard what they said. Y'all heard what they trying to do. That's what's important. Listen, we're in the parking lot. We're in the parking lot. We're very peaceful. We're getting questions answered. This is what it's about. This is what it's about.
You don't get to accuse. But you agree with proactive. That's not proactive. That's not proactive.
But this is what I'm about to tell you.
You guys are arguing about something that hasn't happened.
This is what I'm about to say.
Right, that's what proactive means.
Hold on.
Preventative action.
That's what it means. We got great cops.
But this is what I'm saying right here.
We have good cops, guys.
We don't see on video, but if you walk the streets of Fayetteville, you will see dudes that say, man, I got police brutality about Fayetteville PD.
I'm going to say what Will Smith said. 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 Everybody's got this right now.
Will Smith's a Scientologist.
Post your videos. So if you haven't posted videos, I haven't seen it. And I haven't seen the report.
Okay, can I ask a question?
Because you don't see the video don't mean it don't happen. There's a lot of stories out here
Can I ask a
from black
question?
people that have been harassed by
Guess what? So the next time somebody throw you in jail and they didn't see it happen, I'm going to make sure you just go to jail.
Okay, can I ask a question?
You can only fix the problem. You can't fix hypothetical.
But you can't sit there and say they don't have
You can't fix imagination.
But you can't sit there and say you don't have it in Fayetteville PD. If you don't have it.
Hold on. I have a question because people have been watching this and want to know what the commotion is about. So let me ask you a direct question. So you're telling me certain stuff don't take place in Fayetteville and shake up Fayetteville. You're saying police brutality doesn't happen a lot in Fayetteville.
I'm saying that since I've been on city council, matter of fact, I've been here since 2012. I'm saying that I have not seen police brutality here in Fayetteville as it has been documented by news or newspapers. I don't know. But you're trying to fix something that you haven't documented.
I have a friend who...
Police brutality doesn't exist here. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying I haven't seen it. And I'm asking you, what cases have you seen?
What cases have we seen? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hold on.
Police officer who has very openly stated that they do target in areas like Murchison Road. Okay.
Now you're changing the topic.
No, it's not.
No, you're changing the topic from fighting to targeting.
It's the same thing.
So I have a question. Sir? What district do you represent? What district do you represent?
Thank you for standing out here. Thank you for standing out here.
What district do you represent? 6. And what is your name? Chris Davis. Councilman Chris Davis.
A lot of them ran real quick to their car.
Matter of fact, I was out there.
Councilman Chris Davis, he believes in the
chokehold.
You believe in the chokehold?
I believe in anyone within the constitutional rights defending their lives to go home. If it's you, if it's me, if it's him, if it's belief, there's no difference.
Wow.
If I swing at you, you can choke me.
If I swing at you, you can choke me dead.
Hey, I invite you to try that and see how far that goes.
So you're saying it shouldn't be put into law.
I have the right to film myself.
I agree. So you're saying that. Hold on. So you disagree with it being put in place that cops should not do the chokehold. You disagree with that?
I'm saying that the police policy says that if they can do everything else, they don't choke. And I haven't seen videos of our police officers choke. So again, find the documentation. We are being very proactive with policing. We're doing community policing. The police force here is way better than many police forces all around the United States. It is what it is. No, sweetheart, no one said that. The police chief said that. The police chief said that. The police chief said that.
My kids was in the car while their dad got pulled out the car and thrown on the ground in Bonnie Doon on Johnson Street. For absolutely what reason at all would you think that that was okay?
I wasn't there, sweetheart.
No, but you just said that don't happen here. He was in the car by himself. How would he have that? We are actively right now guessing. Yes, what
okay, then that's something we'll deal with. But that's an issue. It's going to come out.
I got 2 children in the back seat saying exactly what happened. Everybody says you don't have a video.
Hey, I want you to check.
Yeah, we on live, and this is important. Y'all, please share this video. All right, go ahead. I want to hear from you.
This Fayetteville Police Department, you cannot say there's not a case where they have.
No one's saying that. Again, stop speaking from purest terms.
What you just
People are human. I'm saying I haven't seen it happen. I have not seen it happen. You say you haven't seen it happen. You talking about I heard it's not seen.
But let me add on to it. I've been a victim of it too. I've been slammed, head mushed. Regardless of whether or not
they had no drugs on them.
You can't think of any good policy that's been presented that will prevent something from happening in the future.
That's just called the escalation of force. It's called community policing. Our police here are taught to de-escalate. They are taught to de-escalate. They are taught to walk through.
What are the penalties for not doing that? What are the penalties for not exhausting all lower levels?
There are no penalties. Everyone gets to go home.
There are no penalties.
Everybody's got kids. Everybody, hey, if
they don't follow those.
No. Listen, if you're asking what are penalties if they do it,
if they don't, if they violate any of the 8 can't wait that the city of Fayetteville already has on, what are the penalties right now?
I would say on record.
I don't know. You have to have the chief police.
Y'all had her there on Saturday.
I'm a city councilman. I haven't. Hey,
y'all
I'm not the police chief.
Y'all had her there on Saturday. Why didn't none of y'all ask these questions?
What you mean? I don't know the whole.
None of y'all asked any of these questions. Y'all need to have us involved in these meetings. Y'all need to have us involved. Not one person asked them. So what are the policies? What is the current training?
They have their own disciplinary.
Even though all of these are, all of these. That's what they said. All of these. The Fayetteville Police Department has already enacted all these policies. The follow-up should have been, what's the current training on the policies?
I agree.
What are the penalties right now for police officers who violate those policies? That you didn't follow through at all.
A great candidate.
And all y'all did was come up there and push Gina Hawkins up on this.
Okay, hold. So you say he's a great candidate.
Sounds like a great candidate for the Citizens Advisory Board.
And how does he make that happen?
We're working to start it now. It's called policy.
Okay.
Policy ain't like microwave. I know a lot of y'all microwave kids. I'm 47. Okay, it don't happen today overnight. It takes time to develop policy.
I agree with that.
It takes time to vet policy. You must also change policy once it started. So that's what we're doing right now. 21st century policing is about community connection, and that's what we do here more than any place else.
Right. I just want you to push back.
This is an imperfect world.
I just want you to on the rhetoric that because nothing has happened here in Fayetteville, that means that nothing has to happen in terms of policy. We can be
So you said we're microwave kids. I get that. How long is a community supposed to wait for these? I know it don't happen overnight. I'm a reasonable person, but how long is a community supposed to wait for these type of things to take place?
That's a good question. As soon as possible. Right now, I know you have a council that's leaning forward to make this stuff happen.
That July is going to be hard to deal with, especially if y'all don't have an
answer. You said July?
Because y'all taking a month break.
Sessions for us to come into, right? If y'all don't have an answer before July hits, you got a month of people still going to be protesting.
They're going to be in the street. Guess what? Everyone out there who's protesting, don't stop. That's what you do. Don't stop. If that's what it takes to get change, don't stop.
So the looting needed to happen for change.
The looting did not need to happen.
The looting did not need to happen. You don't believe that had to happen. So you don't believe that when the looting took place, we got the attention of the police chief. She wasn't at protest. Wow, that's crazy.
No mother or grandmother wants to see their nephew in jail right now because he's on camera for looting. Nobody raised their kid that way. They shouldn't. My mom didn't raise me that way. I did some crazy stuff. My mom didn't raise me that way. Big bro, you know.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. Thank you so much.
Take care, baby girl.
All right, have a good one. It's raining. Let's get out this rain, Lord Jesus. It's a fire. All right, Fayetteville. Let me tell y'all something. I'm still not for what he was saying. This man still said things I don't agree with. This man spoke on the chokehold. And to say the things that he said, Fayetteville, this is why we don't stop. Y'all see it. It's pouring down rain. And when they left that city council meeting, we stopped them dead in their tracks and had questions. Fayetteville, we're not stopping. Y'all see, this man is representing a district. Share this video so people can see what their city councilman is up to. Share this type, make this go viral. Let's make that happen. You get what I'm saying? Everything else can go viral. Make this go viral so people can see who representing them. So that when it's time to vote, people like him are not representing us. That's what it's all about, Fayetteville. Let me tell y'all something. This little advisory board he talking about, I'm going to apply for it. And you know why? Because people like me need to say things and speak for things. Guess what? I am only as strong as my supporters. And every single one of you who share, like, comment, whatever, y'all are my supporters. And I'm telling y'all, I'm not going to stop. Now, let me clear this up. I will be returning to work this week. So that's the biggest thing. I will be returning to work, but I'm not going to stop. You guys, I still have bills to pay, but I'm still going to try to be, I'm still going to try to do that. So I want to personally let y'all know that I don't stop here. I won't stop here. Guess what? Any and everything I could be a part of, I'm going to make that happen. The fact that a city councilman can stand here on live and he know he on live and say the things that he said, that's not okay. But this is who we got representing us. This is who we got standing for us. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. Let me tell y'all something. Hold on. Y'all wanted to know about the female I was talking to. Councilman Ingram. That's who y'all need to talk to. She's for y'all. She's saying things and making people uncomfortable that y'all need to happen. You get what I'm saying? That's what needs to take place. How can we get me on city council? I'm going to have to pray about that thing, y'all. I don't know about that. I'm going to be 110%. I also want to say this. I'm not a squeaky clean person. I have made mistakes. I'm not an innocent person. I'm just a person who lived one way, but it was time for me to change and be something better. You get what I'm saying? Although I'm not, people have told me I need to run for city council. That's something I thought about, but that's going to take a lot of prayer and consideration. I can't say that. But what I can personally tell y'all is when it poured down rain, all them people out there singing, all them people out there yelling, they dispersed. It was only a handful of us that stood out here on this parking lot ground. Stood on this parking lot ground till the city council meeting got out. The reason why y'all need to share this video is because Mitch Colvin talked. And if you really want to keep it $150, Mitch Colvin danced in circles answering questions that we need to answer. If it wasn't for Councilwoman Ingram, half of our questions would not have gotten answered. Half of them would not have gotten answered. You guys, did y'all even know that they're about to put stuff in place to help assist with those who can't pay their rent because of COVID? No, but guess what? I got the man's phone number. Now I've been invited to an interview with Foxy 99 so we can get those unanswered questions. You guys, we're not stopping here. We're not. We're only proving what they already know if we stop. I'm not stopping. We can't stop. I'm telling y'all. Let's see. I agree with some of the things about looting, but looting does not get you notice. It makes them not want to help. So let's clear this up. Looting is not okay. Yes, it is wrong to steal. However, I still stand on it. I told the chief of police I stood on it. The looting needed to take place to get attention, period. I don't care what nobody say, how they dance around it. And the city councilman person agreed with me. It needed to take place. Granted, it's wrong, but if you notice, we looted one time, and I say we because we're a community. We looted one time. Have we done it again? Has it happened since? Because we got people's attention. So I get it. We're all against stealing. I get that. Trust me, I definitely do. But come on now, you guys. Come on. Some things need to take place to make people uncomfortable. We needed to protest on All-American in the pouring down rain to let them know. Rain, sleet, snow, or hell, we right there 10 toes down fighting for this cause. Because the reality is, my brother, my sister, your brother, your sister, your mama, your daddy, anything can happen. Y'all have to understand that anything can happen to anybody. You get what I'm saying? So unfortunately, some things need to take place. How do I want to say this? Martin Luther King was peaceful. I agree. But in my personal opinion, some things needed to take place in the Malcolm X era to get certain things across. So to just say that we have to be peaceful in protest and that's how our message is going to get across is wrong. It is 110% wrong. Now, prior to the looting taking place, let me ask y'all this: what change was coming about? What did y'all chief of police have to say? What protest was she attending? Okay, now after the looting took place, what was she saying? What protest was she attending? She was having sit down with people. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just telling y'all, know y'all facts. And as far as them, everybody keep asking me what they're doing about the market house. So unfortunately tonight, they didn't say we're tearing down the market house. What they are going to do is they're painting Black Lives Do Matter around the market house. Y'all, the conversation about the market house won't stop here. I apologize if we didn't get the outcome that y'all want, but it's a start. It is 110% a start. And I'm telling y'all that on the platform that I'm on, I agree it's a start. I agree it's far from over, but it's a start. I'm telling y'all, I'm standing for any and everybody who will take me standing for them. I'm not cussing. I'm not yelling. I'm not screaming. I just peacefully am asking questions. I'm peacefully no to looting, yes to rioting. Well, what's the difference between rioting and looting? They're both not peaceful. So what's the difference? Outcomes don't come overnight, and it definitely is a process. But at the same time, while the process is going on, the people need to hear from you. Yes, I was involved in the protest. She was involved in the protest before I was. I don't know if you're talking about the chief, but I was involved in the protest prior to the looting. All of the protests, whether we like it or not, this ain't the first and it won't be the last. I don't recall her being. I don't recall her being at any either. If we're being honest, I can't say what Trayvon is saying is false or not. I just don't recall. When I sat down with the chief of police and I asked her, I said, Chief, I and some people feel like you were not in attendance prior to the looting and the rioting taking place. Her exact words were, there was a protest that was supposed to take place. She had been invited to it, but the protest did not take. The protest was supposed to take place after a couple days after the loot. But she said she had got invited to it prior and she planned on attending. What she did say was she didn't get a chance to attend because the protest was rescheduled due to rioting and looting. That's what I can comment on. However, I would also like to say that she would have to sit down in a room with 10,000 of us if we invited her to all of our conversations. Therefore, I'm gonna just say this. I respect Elder Trayvon 110%. I stand behind him 10 toes down. He is a man of wisdom. I'm not going to, come against what he's saying. All I can continue to speak is my opinion, because my opinion is not against the law. I believe the looting needed to take place. I apologize for everyone who is against that. However, freedom of speech. The same way people can say what they want to say, I can say it as well. I feel like it needed to take place. I apologize to everyone who disagree with me, and don't get me wrong. I'm for justice. No justice, no peace. I stand on it. However, we spending our resources out here getting justice for Walmart, but what about everybody else? What are we doing about them? You get what I'm saying? Like, the time that's been taken to get those people, what are we doing about others? You guys, what are we doing in it? I don't understand that. But let me tell you what can change. I got the contact card for one of the few city council members who I know will change things. You guys, her name is City Council Ingram, and she's for the change. Let me tell y'all something. I put her name in the comments because someone asked for it. Please go follow her on social media. Follow those pages that you need to follow. Guys, let's not let this die down. They are taking a hiatus the whole month of July. So guess what? July, we're going to shake Fayetteville. We're going to make noise the proper way. We're going to have protests. We're going to do different things like that. I'm telling y'all for a bona fide fact, it don't stop here. It won't stop here. Period, point blank, end of discussion. I won't allow it to. There you go. Her name is right there. Somebody just commented. Courtney Thomas. Thank you so much. Please follow that city councilwoman. pretty pleased with it, with a cherry on top. I'm telling y'all. But you guys, once again, and I'm going to end it here because it's raining and I really need to get home. Guys, it's not over. I'm not going to say, oh, because they're painting around the market house that it's over. We definitely are having these tough conversations. Not everybody wants to answer the questions that we have, but the few that are taking the time out to answer those questions, I appreciate them. The District 6 representative made me highly uncomfortable at some of the things that he was saying, simply because you represent a district, and to say some of those things that you're saying blows me. Now I get it. The same way I have an opinion, he has one as too. I'll give him that. However, for you to agree with some of the things that you agreed upon, it truly blows me. It blows me 110%, you guys. But it is what it is. Like somebody said, we're not going to change Fayetteville overnight. I wish that we could, but we're not. So guess what? What I am going to say is I'm going to be a part of every step of the process. I'm going to be present when tough conversations take place, so you guys know. I don't go live for me. I go live for you guys, so you guys know what's going on. So you guys know, hey, I can't be present. I may have kids, or I may be sick, whatever the case may be. But someone is there getting those tough questions, so I know who I'm voting for. Had I not been here, y'all would have never known that y'all District 6 representative felt that way. So that's why I go live. That's why I stay places and have these tough conversations, because you guys are able to see that this is what you're voting for. This is what's in the city hall. This is who is in the city hall trying to make things happen for you guys. So listen, I get it. Everybody's not comfortable with voting. Everybody say, oh, my vote don't matter. Please get registered to vote. Not just for Donald Trump, but so we can get him to stop representing District 6. And we can get more people like City Councilman Ingram to represent. I am telling you publicly, I'm 10 toes down behind City Councilwoman Ingram. 10 toes. Can we get more people like her to represent and get him off? Can we do that? So let's not just, oh, I need to vote for Trump. I need to vote against Trump. We also need to vote for our local elections as well. Can we do that? Can we please do that? What is his name? God. I think he said his name. I want to say something Davis. Please do not quote me on that, but I believe that's what his name was. I apologize to say this, but he just really blew my mind. So I really want focused on his name, if I may be 110%. But as popular as Facebook is, I'm sure somebody recognizes his face. I'm sure somebody know who it is. So please comment that, because we didn't know who we need to get off our city council. Please. There you go. Boom. Chris Davis. There you go. What I tell y'all. Trent, I'm actually at City Hall. I'm getting ready to swerve off. We pretty much just stayed here to get questions from people from City Council, but I'm actually about to head to the crib now. But listen, you guys. Hey, once again, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I appreciate the comments, the interaction. Listen, I'm going to say it here once again. This don't stop here. I'm starting a podcast. Yes, a podcast. And I'm going to have people on there who stand for your community. I'm going to have people on there who are willing to come on and speak. So support that podcast. Please support these different things so you can have an outlet. My podcast ain't for me, it's for you. I want to hear from you, the people. The same way I interact with me now on this live, I want it on my podcast. I want these different things so I can get your opinion. So when I do stand in front of these people, I can say, this is how your community feel. I don't want to tell them y'all feel one way and y'all really don't feel that way. So that's why these type of interactions are important. I'm telling you guys, I'm not going to give up. To those people who are believers, I pray that you guys pray for me and that you keep me under a ledge of protection, because it's not easy doing what I'm doing. I still have a life. I still have issues going on, but I have to put that to the side because I'm representing my community. And I'm doing it the best way possible. Once again, I'll say it again. I'm not a squeaky clean person. I have made mistakes. Relatively recent, but you guys, it's all about change. It's a change mindset. You get what I'm saying? And you guys, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Please don't be afraid to hit my inbox. Heck, some of y'all even missing the questions to my business page. I appreciate that too. And anybody will tell y'all, I try to respond to everybody, and I try to respond in a very relatively quick manner. I'm telling y'all, I'm going to hit up Councilwoman Ingram. I'm going to do that. I'm going to fill out the form so that way when they do get back in session and have these city council meetings, I could be present. I could talk about the things that y'all want me to talk about. That's what I will tell y'all. I'm telling you, I'll make that happen. what I can say is, and I said it and I'll say it again, like I said, I'm returning back to work. So I may not be able to be at everything, but I pray that you guys still support me. I will definitely be at what I can be at. These bills got to get paid. Let me tell y'all something. COVID ain't stopping these bills. So I got to return to work. But let me tell y'all something. It ain't going to stop. It won't stop. I won't allow it to stop. Let's continue to be great, Fayetteville. Let's continue to let them know we want our voices to be heard. Let's make them uncomfortable. They're uncomfortable. You know the crazy part and what blew me? So after the 3 pastors went in there and they spoke on the market house, the city council got up and waved at us. They waved at us through the window. And I thought that was crazy because although what the pastors went in there and spoke on was powerful, it don't stop with one conversation about the market house. It don't stop with y'all waving at us. But what I thought was powerful is when the rain poured down and everyone dispersed, a few stood, and we stood out here until they got out of their meeting, and we asked them the tough questions. That's what I appreciate. I appreciate everybody who was at All American walking with us in the pouring down rain. I appreciate that because that let them know they serious and they won't stop. If you can't be there, you watching is all the support that we need. That's why I continue to go live. If I only got one viewer, 6, 7,000, 2,000, whatever, the fact that y'all watching also supports as well. I promise 110%. So I'm going to leave y'all with this because I really got to get home and I'm a little hungry. We going to continue to fight. I'm leaving y'all with a positive message. I'll say it again for the people just now joining. They're not taking down the market house. They are painting Black Lives Do Matter around it. But we're not stopping. We won't stop. Police brutality, we won't stop. Please, once again, I'll say it again, share this video. I need people in District 6 to see what is representing them. Everything else in the live was good, but I need them to see that. I need them to see that because that matters. I appreciate everybody commenting, interacting. Once again, I'll say, Elder Trayvon, I appreciate your opinion 110%. You are somebody who I know for a fact will support me, and I appreciate your opinion. The same way I got one, you got one too. I appreciate everybody's opinion who commented, whatever the case may be. Fayetteville, it's not over, and it ain't over. It's far from over. So, hey, on behalf of myself, you guys have an amazing, tremendous night. I'm about to drive home in this rain, find me some grub to eat, and yeah, that's just what it's gonna be. But hey, I definitely appreciate you guys and your love and support. May God be with you all, and y'all have a blessed night.